Black Box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's
go! Listen.
Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Smack a little net hustle. Big shout out to my SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
All that and then some. Then to the end come, hit these YouTube streets, find a corner, and bend one. Y'all see the title. So proud to stumble across King Randall, man. It's amazing what humility he could do. I even saw Lord Jamar interviewing Dr. Umar and suggesting to him that his father-in-law, who has been successful in starting a school for black boys, similar to Dr. Umar, professes the desire to do. And he was so arrogant and pompous, turning down the suggestion and the invite for help. It was crazy. And here it is. I've been hearing this young man's name pop up in this Dr. Umar saga. And I just see, but you know how the algorithm works. I saw something that says King Randall responds to Dr. Umar. Woo, woo. Now, to me, this is the real Dr. Umar. This is the prince of productivity when it comes to from grassroots, ground up, something out of nothing, from scratch, building. Now, I vaguely remember a video of a young man being interviewed by someone that was pretty prominent, prestigious. It could have been Roland Martin. And they were trying to challenge him on what has he done for the community. And then he talked about how he bought a school or bought some land. He was very young. I'm not sure if this is him some years later, but he reminds me of that clip. I should have researched, found that clip, and inserted it in here. Maybe I will before I put this out. But with no further ado, let's see what King Randall, the real Dr. Umar, has been up to.
Over the past few days, since I've talked about our fundraiser and all the successes that we've had with the X for Boys program, of course, many people are in the comments and etc. Sharing the video talking about Dr. Umar or whatever like that. I think he's on the cusp of maybe losing his buildings or something of that nature. Not sure what's going on with that. But, you know, my big thing is always sharing everything about where people's money is going. I've always been, you know, very transparent about that. If we asked for paint, I showed y'all the paint. If we asked for new toilets or something, I showed y'all us buying the toilets. I showed everything that you guys have given. We have an Amazon wish list. You know, we don't just ask for monetary donations. We ask for people to buy specific things. If we asked for laptops, I've shared it. If we asked to get the kids haircuts, I've shared it. Our program has remained free, so we are still tuition free in our program like we have been for the past 6.5 years. I just think if Dr. Umar would have started something like with what he had, I think people would have been more apt to give him, and I honestly think he would have gotten where he needed to be had he had proof of concept, because he's a great orator. He talks very well. If I could talk that great, I'm sure we'd have, you know, millions of dollars raised. But I still started with something. I started out of my house originally. I started in my dining room at 19. And after listening to him, that's why I started it. I just wanted to start something. I knew that I couldn't start something mass scale, so I'm just like, I'm going to start with whatever I got. And we started.
Imagine inspiring, sparking the start of something. You inspired. You were so prolific that another young man decided to try something that he assumed was way more small, way more humble than what you were doing, in humility, and it sprouted to futility to be everything you talk about and have never done. That is crazy.
Started with $0. I was cutting hair, fixing cars, painting houses. I mean, that's what I was doing to support the program originally. And then I learned how to utilize social media to be able to raise money. And we started doing that. And we went project by project. We failed. we succeeded, etc. But I've always continued sharing what it is that we're doing. So I know a lot of people always ask why they won't see us on the Breakfast Club or etc. You know, I'm not a comedian. I don't critique people's dating life. I don't, you know, talk about what people should be doing. I don't belittle my donors. We don't do any of those things. We just share what we got going on. If we don't raise enough money, we pivot. If we don't get things done, we pivot, you know, and we keep going. So we definitely failed. We failed some students, etc., but we kept moving and we kept going. And that's something that I believe in. So I appreciate everybody's support that they've been given, but, you know, I'd appreciate, you know, just the the Dr. Umar talk. You know, I understand he has his own thing going on. We've had our differences also, but I truly still wish him the best, and I hope everything works out with whatever he has going on. But aside from that, we have our fundraiser still going. Our program is still completely no government funds, no government grants. It's completely.
He didn't say, I'm the best. I'm the Messiah. I'm the Prince of. I'm the most requested. All that don't matter. He humbly got to work, got it cracking, and it's popping.
People funded everything that y'all see, our full-time staff, the vans we have, the new electrical panels, the flooring, the ceiling tile. You all funded it all, and we appreciate all the support that you've been giving over the past 6.5 years. We've been running this whole time. I mean, we even ran out of my grandmama's house at one point, but I appreciate y'all so much. Please look at the link in my bio to continue giving to the Extra Boys program. Thank y'all so much. Peace.
Albany, Georgia's King Randall is getting recognized for being a disruptor in education. That's why he's our Revolutionary of the Week.
I am the master of my fate. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I am the captain of my soul.
This what Umar tried to be. A person that can get up, open his mouth, and emotionally charge up with positive words the black youth. I've never seen him do this. He likes to get up in the room and talk about him. This man is putting positive affirmations in the mouths of the audience. Man, applause for him. The real Dr. Umar.
King Randall's command. His mission is to advance his community and to make men out of boys through his X for Boys school.
The us in let us make man entails and implies to me that I should be assisting God with making men. And this is where the X for Boys comes into play.
It is a school that Randall founded at the age of 19, an age where he saw a void after a series of life experiences that inspired him to pay it forward for Black Americans.
And I took 20 young men to the African American History Museum to see the children asking the questions that they were asking, to see just them not wanting to be in their conditions. That's where I figured out that I was supposed to be working with the children and trying to train our replacements. I decided to start a summer camp. I had 20 boys.
I just did a little research on YouTube. This is the young man I saw on Roland Martin. I ain't got to look it up. Oh, my mama, I ain't got to put the clip in. Yeah, the real Dr. Umar.
With me every day from 8 to 5.
When I'm trying to teach y'all how to read, it ain't because I'm trying to be annoying or it's because I'm trying to hurt y'all or make y'all be bored. It's crap y'all need to know. Y'all can go out here in the world, try to get jobs and all that crap, and you can't read, and ain't enough y'all gonna be able to do but go to jail.
Dr. Umar was so grassroots and passionate about his plight to educate young black boys. He always talking about the past and doing things traditionally. Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass. If that's the case, he would have found a space where he could have 1, 2, 3 students, whether it be 10 students, 2 per grade, K through 12, all in the same room. He would have started there, created some excellent educated individuals, highlighted them, and it caused 2 to turn into 4 to 10 to 12, and it would have grown. To say I need this $400,000 buildings, I need this and that to get started is a pipe dream. The Bible says any man that starts to build without first calculating his foundation plans to fail. It's not going to work.
Bought 40 acres of land to be able to teach the boys how to, fend for themselves and, live off the land and grow their own food and things like that. Then I ended up having to buy 3 small buildings, one of which I'm in now on the more impoverished side of town, to start our school.
They wouldn't let us get one building, so God said, I'm gonna give y'all 2 times the size of that building. Am I right? Yeah!
You never see Dr. Umar with a group of young boys that are happily supporting his mission. When he talks about a building, it's vacant, it's empty, it's run down. And then when there are little boys around, he's talking about calling the police on them. Come on now.
41,000 square feet.
His work doesn't stop there. Inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Randall is just coming off of his I Am a Man March, a 2-day event held in Albany, Georgia, which pushes the culture to focus on family, community.
This the type of shit Dr. Umar supposed to be doing. It's a shame his inadequacies, incompetence is going to leave a void. But it's not a shame. It's actually a blessing in disguise. It's a beautiful thing because Dr. Umar has given us the concept, the idea of what we thought he was, and we see it could be useful. And now that he is not that, we realize there is something similar, something such as, shout out to King Randall, the real Dr. Umar.
And responsibility.
Marches for unity. We're not asking for anything. I'm simply bringing men here to actually go and get things for ourselves so we don't have to ask anybody for anything.
I know Dr. King wasn't able to help with that march because he was killed. I started that march and
this dude has all the tools. He could run for office. Someone who says, hey, I want to build a school for people, for young black youth, disadvantaged. I want to do it no matter what I got. I'm just going to start what I have. And then he builds it. That type of character person can run for office. And unless he's just not religious at all, he could be a minister. There's a certain type of personality and character. Dr. Umar, the way he speaks, he fits none of those roles. All he is a well-read fool, ignorant muff. Anyone who has the option to send their children to be educated by either or would choose King Randall over Ifan Tude. Yes, you got to go with the real Dr. Umar.
just giving a call to action to a lot of men for us to go and take back our communities as black men, go in and rebuild our families, go in, help our communities and do something.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, across the U.S., black students are lacking proficiency in math and reading skills. However, Randall School is breaking barriers in the U.S. education gap, achieving an 86% increase in reading comprehension rates and more.
Only people talking about what Dr. Umar has accomplished is Dr. Umar. He says it loud. He says it repeatedly. On my mom, I was editing the video last night, and I said, let me just try this. I went through the video, it was 45 minutes, and I edited out every time Dr. Umar repeated himself on my mama. And I edited out some of the just unnecessary that had nothing to do with the point. When he's elaborating, that thing went down to 21 minutes. I might post it one day. I swear to God. We would love to have some white people reporting upon him in such a fashion. Some black people reporting upon him in such a fashion. But I have yet to see that it exists.
I was going to open them a school because it was just ridiculous to me how these children are passed through school and they can't read and write. Just under 20% of the kids in general are graduating proficient in math. And just under 40% of them are proficient.
If you ask Dr. Umar to describe himself, he will start telling you he was effective in the ways that this young man is describing that he has been. That's why I say he's the real Dr. Umar.
In reading, I think that's an extremely huge issue that makes no sense to me. I started a book club. We read with them every week for 2 days. All their grades started to improve, etc. A lot of their behavior started to improve from being around our discipline.
With the motto, "Let us make man," King Randall hopes to open an all-girls school in the.
That looks so hard. Salute to the real Dr. Umar.
Future.
Boys and girls need to be taught separately. That's why I also, want to find a partner to help start a girls version of what we're doing as well.
Man, he got the whole spectrum covered. Intellect, courage, confidence, mechanics, hands-on. This is the essence of doing the work. Now he's talking about incorporating the girls. Now that he's got something moving. Dr. Umar, all about the boys. Then he started talking about incorporating the girls, but he ain't even put nothing in motion for the boys yet.
well, so that way we can maybe almost pair them and help them court, etc., and build families. That's something I think is extremely important, because families is what's going to really fix our communities.
That's another photograph that describes the image of what Dr. Umar wants to represent that we have yet to see. A lot of black people, they not in kufis and dashikis, in their natural clothing, being happy, being productive, being positive. Man, that's what it's all about.
People always asking me, well, King, how you so young and you can buy schools and do this and do that or whatever like that? I simply decided to study, put some time into my craft.
In the meantime, the completely people-funded, no government-involved X for Boys School is scheduled to open in the fall of 2022 with very ambitious goals.
We're not saying we don't need government. If government want to help, cool. If they don't, we still gonna make it happen regardless. But I feel great. It's been a great time, just building. The work always going to speak for itself. So I'm extremely happy and extremely excited for our school to open in September.
Electrical panels. We've gotten all new light fixtures in our building. We've got so much that we've taken care of in the facility. It's been a beautiful thing.
Man, I've never heard this type of accountability from Umar. I vote for this dude. I ain't heard no hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, hit the Venmo. Heard none of that. But I would voluntarily donate and contribute to his cause, the real Dr. Umar.
Who are certified and able to take care of our kids. We're feeding them every day fresh meals. They're not getting no processed stuff. We're making sure our kids can eat. And we're going to continue that with the new garden we're about to start.
On the donate, slide it in there with a whole lot of substance to go around it. Versus donate, then all gravy, no meat. Oh, my mama.
Let us know what you offer, what you want to come teach, and we wide open. We wide open for anybody that wants to come teach our kids, because we don't know everything. So thank you guys so much for all.
Wow, admitting we don't know everything versus I know it all. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the most. Man, salute to the real Dr. Umar.
Support you've been giving us for the past 6 years. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep striving. We're going to keep putting God first. Thank y'all so much. Peace.
son, I'm sorry. But you can't act the same as your white friends. You can't pretend to shoot guns. You can't run around in the dark. You can't hide behind anything other than your own teeth. These are the sorts of messages I've been inundated with my entire life. I came to realize that this, in and of itself, was a very purposeful form of education, quite explicitly.
Most of those tests are culturally biased to begin with. The only part that's universal is math.
All I'm saying is survive.
The world has watched as unarmed black men and women have had their lives taken at the hands of police and vigilantes.
Now, I'm no Muslim, but I agree with some of the things they say regarding black people. Being a black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey.
I told my son no regrets, as long as he gave his best. And it's cool to spend a little, but to say the rest. First rule of nature, take care of self. Cherish health, be wary and careful with who you share your wealth. Suggest you get accustomed to making sacrifice. And that's advice from one familiar with the facts of life. Told him I support him, always there for him, promise. But he'll never know no love like his mama's. Remain humble, always guard your gift. It's easy to find trouble and so hard to miss it. Pay attention, be careful what you take for granted. Acknowledge God, a higher power had to make the planet. When it comes to romance, first thing, know a woman could be the best or the worst thing for you. Real men tell the truth, they never gossip though. Stand for something knowing nothing is impossible.
I knew you was gonna be important. Anyway, I wanted to be somebody you could look up to.
About raising a black boy in America. Growing up, I didn't always understand in the way that I do now. Always keep your hands where they can see them. Don't move too quickly. Take off your hood when the sun goes down.
With these words of wisdoms, I will write my son. Won't bullshit with him, I won't bite my tongue. Admonish him to follow his visions instead of religion. Sound backwards, but receiving ain't better than giving. Forgive those that wrong him, but never forget them. For a coward to be dead is much better than living. At age 17, I was headed for prison, and that's pathetic, so we got to make better decisions. It's natural for men to go together with women. Be cautious of anyone that try to tell him it isn't. Demand he understand how to handle this scandalous system. They stack the deck against the black man and gamble against him. This evil world, even police can be horrible people. Make sure we know there's a difference between moral and legal. When approaching proposition, you should question it properly. No question it properly. You should consider investing it properly. Get it?
You listening? To bring the property value down. They can buy the land at a lower price. Then they move all the people out, raise the property value, and sell it at a profit. And what we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything black. Black owned with black money. Just like the Jews, the Italians, the Mexicans, and the Koreans do.
Synonymous with something to be feared. But this cannot be what defines us. The only thing we should give up is the idea that we aren't worthy of this world. So when we say that Black lives matter, it's not because others don't. It's simply because we must affirm that we are worthy of existing without fear, when so many things tell us we are not. We are not. We are not.
Snake Wood and that Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
It was SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
Spider Low, Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the? Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the Black Box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!
That video on your screen should be a good one. Go ahead and click it. Continue to kick it right here in the Black Box. Jeter.